That leaves up to 2 million Texans without guaranteed warmth for what looks to be an incredibly frigid night ahead. As you mentioned, the entire state, for the first time in weather history, under that winter storm warning. We also had portions in West Texas that were under a blizzard warning. We did have a chance to speak to individuals doing their best to stay warm, but one very important element to remember when we're covering this story is that unlike those northern states, structures are not built to withstand these temperatures here.
That's the water hitting my frontal window, which is extremely high, and this is the water by my back door and glass. So this is what I'm facing at the moment.
Some folks are going to go, oh, it's a 30-mile-an-hour wind. And some people will take a step back and go, okay, but what else? Oh, there is nothing else. We passed an industry standard. We got our stamp of approval. Okay, some will go, might want to go up a little higher. We do that in a contained box. The machine itself, in its simplest form, builds pressure. The concept is derived from E1105, which is a field test. Hang a spray rack off a building, put water on it, and then draw negative pressure from the inside of the building.
We took that window up to over 5,000 pascals, or 220 miles an hour of wind pressure. A machine like this that we've been studying for the last couple days is the kind of equipment that will point to materials that can be flooded, they can be dried out, cleaned off, and put back into service without disassembly. And as we do that, the indoor air quality and the cost of owning and operating and maintaining a building is addressed, and kids in school get better grades when the indoor air quality is better. People are in better moods. People just have a higher quality of life.
We used a lot of trainees that had never touched construction before. And there were things that we had to do from the grading and everything, making sure that it's level. Because of the components and the way it comes together, like a big jigsaw puzzle, you are able to take less skilled individuals, bring them to the site, show them what needs to be done, and the repetitious of doing it one after another, you can assemble a larger project with less difficulty than you would if you were doing full stick built in conventional construction.
As far as how you achieve passive house, it's very specific and detailed, and a challenge with folks that aren't familiar with that type of construction. BuildSmart provided a wonderful shortcut. We had a 2-story, 1,600 square foot on each level home up in about 3 days. Living in the house is wonderful. It's very, very comfortable. It's quiet, which takes a little getting used to. To date, we have never had an electric bill.
The first thing I noticed, which is amazing working in Philly, is the reduction of waste. This building is, I don't know, 15,000 square feet or whatever, and we've had maybe 3 dumpsters. And to do a job this size, easily like 8, 9 dumpsters of waste, of cutoffs and whatnot. Furthermore, we're already ahead of the game because we have the windows in and we're virtually sealed up. And so when you're working in a small city like this and you got to get around and go back and put windows in on such a big building in a tight space, that would have easily added months. So the whole system of prefab, windows pre-installed, 1 round of insulation, hopefully it is the wave of the future and more people will start building more efficiently.
What's a real benefit for the kind of newly initiated designers or architects with the Build Smart system is that you're pretty much guaranteed the performance of the envelope because that's what the system is based around. It's based around systematizing a high performance building envelope so that as an architect you don't have to spend your time on figuring those details out and you don't have to worry whether they will be performed in the way that you've designed it because it's built into the system. And that's what I love about the Build Smart system. It's not reinventing the way we build buildings. We're building the buildings pretty much in the exact same way. So everybody's an expert. Everybody who builds buildings can build high performance buildings. That's how we change the scale, and that's how we change the industry.